Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Reniverse. Welcome, renegades, to the Renaissance. I just read a comment, and I just think it's super funny, man. I am really becoming a big fan of Ren, so I'm feeling myself really engaging in the community and just yeah, seeing more and more content of him. I try not to, but I don't know. It feels like the algorithm is just watching me with a close eye, and I keep seeing things like this, like shorts. Let me just enlarge it for you guys. You can see being I don't know what the title is. Ren shorts. You know, some anime stuff, some Tetris stuff. I play Tetris on the side, guys. But I really enjoy everything I see actually of Ren. So yeah, I just uploaded Money Game 1, 2, and 3. And I've read somewhere in the comments that this monetize is considered in the Reniverse, right, as an unofficial part 4. So that sounded very interesting to me. And I don't do my research to really see what it is exactly because, well, of course, I want to provide you guys with my first reaction, first analysis. So what I see in the comments, it's easy as that. What I see in the comments, that's what I will be covering. So if you guys really want to see something, just put it in the comments and I'll note it down somewhere and it will be covered. So without further ado, guys, let's just jump into this. Ren, monetize, unofficial part 4 of the Money Game trilogy. Right, let's get into it. I love it.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her. Hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make ghosts. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
So first impressions, what really stood out to me is the beat. I really love that fat hip hop beat. Well, I wouldn't actually want to say fat, but it just sounds like a very typical hip hop beat, and that is what I really enjoy. And why it stood out to me is because I have covered. Let me just check. Right, I've covered High Ren, Sick Boy, and the Money Game trilogy. I don't know if it is exactly as I'm about to say, but with Money Ties, I have the feeling that it's the first song I really hear with a yeah, very much studio like feeling when it comes to the beat. Way more refined than I am used to. When I checked out the other songs, it felt like more raw, right? It felt more yeah, raw is actually just the perfect way to describe it. But it's just a feeling, right? I've had somewhat of a busy weekend, and while you may think it's why does that even matter, but it's why I have trouble really remembering what the other songs were sounding like. Um, but to me, it's a nice hip hop beat, and what also is very nice, I think, is that I do get the feeling that when you are part of the Reniverse, when you are a renegade, right, that his music carries some extra depth. It feels like when you are a member of the Renegade, you get rewarded for it because there was a line, right? Money makes the sick boy somehow even sicker, and of course it's like a reference to sick boy. And when you do not have that knowledge, that experience of it, yeah, it might just go over your head. It will still, it would still feel as just a full fledged line, right? But you're oblivious to the extra depth. And if this is what he is continuing on in more of his songs, I'm all for it. I'm super excited to see more because I do have the feeling that with this knowledge, right, I have now spoken about this. I hope you guys will steer me a bit in the right directions because now I've seen this and I'm just glad to have caught it, right? And then a little piece about addressing his sister. I don't know. Let's just jump into the analysis and really yeah, spend some more time because I thought that was sounding very personal, but I don't know. Let's dive into the analysis and then see what that was all about because it did sound very beautiful. Right. Analysis.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils.
So I just wanted to highlight this specific sentence because I have talked about the insinuation when I watched Money Game Part 2, which to me felt like money is the root of all evil. And I just wanted to elaborate on that a bit further, and then I just clarified that it's not necessarily the money, it is how people treat it, right? How much power people give it. And when I see this, it's exactly what I'm talking about. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evils. So maybe I just didn't understand it the way Ren did, or maybe I didn't see that Ren did see it the same way as I was explaining, because of course this is all Ren, and I am seeing here actually exactly what I mean. It's not necessarily the money, but it's the love of money is the root of all kinds of evils. So Ren is a great mind.
It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path
It's exactly as it says, guys.
and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow.
I really, of course, the beat is coming in quite abruptly, but for the beat to be so chill, I think it's nice, right? You would want with a much larger and more impactful heavy drop, you would want somewhat of an intro to really prepare yourself for it. But this beat, needs no introduction, and when it just jumps in your face, it is not overwhelming, but rather it's almost as if a smooth ride from start to finish. And there are progressions, and Ren's vocals actually are providing the progressions in this part.
Action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar.
It may be subtle, guys, but it really blends in together really nicely. I really love this beat, and Ren is more obviously complementing the beat with his lyrics and with the rap, but more subtly, I think he is really just another part of the beat. He is just another instrument, almost, it seems like. Very, very nice beat, guys.
Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now they.
This is actually very it's really actually way better than most beats. When I decide if I like a song or not, I actually the criteria that needs to be met is the beat, right? More often than not, if the beat is good, I will like the whole song. And what claim I then make with those kind of songs is that I would be very interested in the instrumental of this one. But with Ren, I cannot say the same. This is just, the beat is, I really like the chill beat, right? But it is so minimalistic, or not minimalistic, but it gives you so much space to really add some more vocals, add some more elements, and Ren is doing that so beautifully. I would not be interested in an instrumental for this one, because I think Ren and this beat in Monetize are inseparable.
So that is Of live and let live, forget your soul. Politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, well you die with a grin. Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren, born March.
It's so dynamic, his vocal, and I could argue, right, that the vocal, what are these, the vocal bands or the vocal whatever, it's just so versatile. And when you are responsible for the lyrics, so the rap parts, and you do have the skills, right, to be able to sing and really have that freedom in your notes, it's the greatest instrument there is. So yeah, Ren is utilizing every aspect of him as an artist, and I really like this, guys.
Ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren, born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture, oh my god we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder, life it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, state.
Rewind a bit. So he's talking about like a small introduction to Ren, right? But yeah, it feels like he is just taking this moment to actually talk about his little sister more than Ren. And I think that is insinuating that it's a big role. It plays a big role in Ren, his life, right?
Little sister fell into the picture, oh my god we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder, life it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul, and there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that.
So I think it is very beautiful to address his little sister like this. And he is talking about little sister, using little sister and kid in the same sentence. So we do not know the exact age, but I can imagine that yeah, he became a big brother at maybe at a later age.
To your clothes. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see.
It's so to have a big brother like Ren, guys, that's amazing. And of course he has had the time to really go out and venture on his own and really have his own challenges, but at the other hand also get to experience what everyone will experience in the sense of the potential challenges, right? So Ren has seen it all when it comes to his personal hardships and the industry, which is why I think he has such a clear vision of what is good and what is bad, and which is and I think why he's so vocal about the way he sees things like money and the system and politicians and the industry, right? Yeah, I would say that's another specific kind of experience that can translate to just lessons that you can teach your siblings. And it's our only duty, right, to protect our siblings, the new generation, with the lessons that we have learned the hard way. So yes, this is just Big Brother Ren trying to keep the little sister from evil, and trying to prepare her from evil, inevitable evil that is just the world and the experience of growing older and facing your challenges head on for yourself. And of course, addressed to his sister, but so beautifully put. Everyone can really take from the message that is here. I see your wings have feather more than ever. It's it's the only duty, right? It's the love of a big brother just watching your little sister is it's a very specific and special connection that you have. As we're seeing, right? Evidently so. To have a big brother like Ren, guys.
See your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. Unfuckable.
Actually, I think that's a beautiful way of yeah, saying that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And with pressure you get diamonds. So there is no way to really keep your loved ones away from all the evil because it's just lurking, right? It's lurking everywhere where you go. Everything that we can do is experience it for ourselves, create our own ideas, and build somewhat of a resistance and use the experience and knowledge to yeah, more efficiently process all of those potential evils. But yeah, when you're finished, you know, or well, I wouldn't say finished because when are we truly finished with facing the challenges head on? But the more pressure you experience, the closer you are to becoming a diamond, guys.
World that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals.
I really love Ren, man. I think these shots, all of this shot. Oh, it's all black and white. Actually, I haven't. I don't know. It didn't really feel like something out of place. Actually, the video clip to me sound of or feels very natural, and the beat and everything that he is wearing. You know, the camera angle like this. Just overall, I think this is a great video clip and he is really unique, guys. Well, I must admit, I don't really check out a lot of artists and nowhere near with the precision and the analyzing eye like this. I just listen to music and sometimes I listen to songs. I don't even know the artist or don't know the title and then I just like it. I will just like it in my liked playlist, right? And then just move on and never look back on it. But now I'm really just spending time to yeah, to really see what's going on with Ren, right? What's going on with this artist. And yeah, I think he's very unique, man. I think he's yeah, he feels super fresh to me.
Money plow, money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money is, money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just, money's just, money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
And I love his coat. His coat I really love. I think I have, well, I don't want to say the same one, but I do have a trench coat that really is looking like this. But then again, guys, it's a very classic trench coat, so there are a lot of codes that look like this, but yeah, personally I really like it. No people, no profit. I'm not sure, guys. Not sure what it means. No people, no profit. Well, I know what it means, right? But I just don't know what the message is. No people, no profit. No people to lead, no need for a profit. I'm not sure, guys. So let's have some closing words for you. I love Ren, right? Maybe I should make a compilation of everything that I say when I finish doing a analysis on Ren, because I do feel directly after I say it, I do feel like I may be saying that every time. And you know, what can you do? I love him. So what I do want to say is that I now have a better kind of idea of what who Ren is and what he stands for. But I also feel like coincidentally, I have seen now in succession somewhat of the same themes. And I have been reading that he is so versatile. And I've been reading comments like, well, if you love his take on this, maybe you should then check out this. And I hope there are more subjects that he is covering, because I am just looking for some new info, right? I absolutely agree with everything that he is saying, and is making me very curious to see topics I haven't seen of Ren yet. Or maybe not topics, just overall another side of Ren. Hopefully, you understand what I'm saying and you agree with what I'm saying here when I say I have the feeling that I've seen somewhat of the same theme for my channel. So, yeah, I would really like to see some other side of Ren, and there has to be, right? There has to be. He is so interesting, and to only address one or two, right? You could say I Ren and Sick Boy are yeah, very introspective, and monetize money game 1 2 3 is just the corrupt system. Politicians is slightly being touched on, but the main focus being on money, right? So I'm just super curious, guys, because I wouldn't mind, of course, to just check out more that is the same theme, because as I said earlier, I don't think there will be a song that I don't like, actually. So yeah, I think his quality is very consistent, and it could be that it is just my taste, but I don't know. It's just the feeling I get. He's very consistent with his quality. Um, so yeah, I'm just curious to see, and yeah, hit me up with the comments and the recommendations. I did read something about you know what, guys? Let's see if I mean right. It's hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today, we are going to react to myself. No, let's see. Just very quickly, guys. I don't want to prolong. Crucify your culture, monetize. I haven't read all of it yet because, as I said earlier, right, I've had a pretty busy weekend, which is why I recorded Money Game Part 1, 2, and 3 in one go, so I would have 3 videos ready. Yeah, just oh, Astonishing artist who speaks so clearly you will enjoy NG3. Well, I would have to check out the comments and see what is repeated the most, right? What everyone is in agreement on. So yeah, just disregard this, guys. I will take the time to really, and of course the comments under this one I think will be very interesting. Looking for music pieces that show a different kind of Ren. That's the main gist of it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for today's episode. Yeah, I'm excited to see more, and when I do, I hope you will be here with me and with us, the beautiful community that is the Renegades, the Reniverse, the Renaissance. All right, see you guys in the next. Thank you.